Okay, this meeting is being recorded.
Yeah.
All right, let's call the August 14th, 2025 meeting of the Redevelopment Commission to order
Hey, turn shit.
at 6:30.
Okay.
Well, it's asking. The answer will be no. Hey, Doug.
Hi, good evening. How's everybody doing?
All right.
Good, how are you?
Turn the volume up a little bit. Over here.
Kind of bossy.
Please.
I'm gonna make the same request.
Okay. Pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Katie Duncan, president.
That's all, sir. Karen Childers, president.
Okay, present. 4 out of 5 members, we have 4. Nathan Fox from Crone and Associates is here to give us our annual report up to the overlapping taxing units. Hi, Nathan.
I'm able to share.
I turned you on.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
There you go.
There we go.
It's all.
All right, so Nathan Fox with Cronin Associates, your municipal advisor. Going to go over, it's an annual requirement the RDC has to have if you have a TIF allocation area. It's a presentation to overlapping taxing units. So we kind of check the box. It'd be a similar presentation you guys had in previous years. I'll run through it. You guys can stop me if you have any questions. So this just kind of goes over the requirement effective July 1st, 2018. The state code has required RDCs annually present information for governing bodies of all taxing units that have a territory within the allocation area. So school districts, counties, this presentation is for. Part of the presentation would include the commission's budget with respect to the allocated property tax proceeds, long-term plans for the unit, impact on each taxing unit. So kind of just a summary of what the use of this TIF area, the future of it, and how does it impact the other taxing units. This is the map of the economic development area, and this is not the county TIF where you guys FTIC, this is Jamestown's. It's kind of old information, but it's just like the last time there was a change to the TIF areas in 2022. We guys added some parcels and removed some parcels, but nothing really has changed in the TIF area since then. I think, as you're well aware, there's not much captured increments. You're not generating a lot of TIF dollars out of this area. Plan objectives, this is just kind of a general explanation of the TIF. It's the purpose of it is to plan, benefit the public health, safety and welfare, citizens of the town. So I won't read the whole thing, but it's mainly just to kind of increase the economic well-being of the town, help with any kind of public safety or public improvements in the area, retain permanent jobs, increase the property tax, kind of an overall objective of the TIF area. In 2024, which is probably well aware, the Jamestown RDC for just your guys' TIF area received $739 and had no expenditures for that for the downtown Jamestown TIF. TIF also does not have any outstanding debt. Yeah, wouldn't be able to fund too much. Plan revise, this is just the economic development area created by Jamestown RDC as a plan. You can change that plan for this TIF area as we will, our plans have changed for this area. And so it, as if in the future this does get some future TIF or captured increment, it will give you guys some flexibility of what plan to use that for. This is kind of, whether you guys are aware or not, but this is kind of like the list of items that you guys can use for future TIF. Debt service, capital projects, that could be anything with capital projects, road and street, but it has a certain benefit to the TIF area, which is basically the whole town, the way it's drawn, but parks, utilities, so. And then kind of along with the having a TIF area, future economic development, obviously that could entice new corporations and new businesses to come in, which would then create jobs, some new town residents. Hey, Adam. Jamestown's, this is kind of expenditures may include real estate plan acquisition, kind of redundant slide here. And then the last thing is kind of showing the tax rate impact or the impact to other taxing units, kind of RDC, but basically if the RDC would pass through assessed value to the taxing units, what would that do to you guys as an RDC, and what would that do to the other taxing units? 500,000 assessed value doesn't seem a lot, but it's kind of, it does make an impact. So on this scale, we use 500,000 in net assessed value. The tax rate for the overlapping units wouldn't really change for Boone County, Jackson Township. Their tax rate is the same. Jamestown's civil town's tax rate would decrease slightly, and then Western Boone School Corp's tax rate would decrease slightly because the certified net assessed value is increasing. And then Jamestown RDC would lose $7,000 in TIF if you guys had that. So it's kind of like a but-for test. So, and then for the but-for test, it's just if you didn't have a TIF program, it's more kind of like if you had an economic incentive for a company to come in here, you wouldn't be able to generate TIF. You kind of might have to entice some kind of future development here. And that development wouldn't come in if you didn't have the economics, kind of like a circular reference. So the but-for test, you wouldn't get TIF increment if you could provide an economic incentive for a company to kind of come in. So I think that is it for this presentation. So kind of similar, not a lot to it. It's just mainly to check off the box that Adam makes us do every year.
Yeah.
Wasn't for me, you wouldn't have to do it.
We gotta keep you earning that money, right?
Beer in.
Well, any questions on that?
No. Thank you. Since we have the public, I'll say there's no public request to speak. No meeting minutes tonight to approve. Jim is sick, so we need to motion to approve the August docket. Make a motion to approve the August docket. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
You guys have been watching
the county meetings.
Yeah. Say, make them say that. Approve the bank reconciliation for the FDIC TIF as presented.
Make a motion to approve the FTIC tip as presented.
Second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
And the motion to accept and approve the bank reconciliation for the downtown tip is presented.
Make a motion to approve the bank rec for the downtown tip as presented.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. About that, moving on. Mike cannot be with us tonight, but it's the date, which is in your packet. Today and tomorrow should be the final days on site. Punch list was completed this week and sent to the contractors for completion. All sidewalk has been removed, and today and tomorrow they'll be pouring the last sections. I don't think that's quite right, because there's two sections in front of the
I was
auto
gonna
parts
say,
that's not
you've
removed
got the
yet.
front door section right there, and then they still have the bank that's gotta come out with the old light base in front of the post office. And replace on punch list, the one right there in front of the town.
And it says all light poles on the bottoms has been completed. Up to today, no contingency was used. So that'll be 45,000 that we approved that we will have back from our hands. And as long as there are no surprises in the next day, they will not need those funds. Mike wanted to thank Shane and Josh, as you guys have been very helpful working with all the business owners to keep the project rolling along smoothly, so thank you. And just thanked us for the job and said he enjoyed working with everyone. So,
Lights are been up and going for 2 weeks now. Sides are down to.
see how much simpler it was?
You can plan it for a year and a half, and
I
only
know.
take a
But,
3 weeks to do.
but Mike being involved in
Yes.
everything.
It did.
So,
So that was money well spent.
and we did get a lot of compliments with DC,
Yes.
so everybody was very happy with that contract.
Good. Okay. Anybody have any concerns? I think in the sheets I gave you, there's a breakdown of our sidewalk project to show where we're at so far. As far as our general conditions, we've only used $872, only been billed for $872. We've not paid it out yet, but we do have that.
No, that's been paid.
It didn't show in, probably in July, not July stuff.
It went out in August.
Well, it'll show on August then. Yeah. No, I figured it had, but it's not in our stuff.
So, no, okay,
Are you sure, Lori? So we should get some of the general conditions money back too. Right now, I show you, there's a balance of like 6,600 there, so. We're good on that. Darlington Mills.
There is equipment, I can text them today, they are moving here tomorrow, Monday.
Okay.
So regardless of the conversations that you guys had, or a letter that they may not do anything while they're doing something.
All
Did
right.
you hear that, Doug?
I did hear that. Yep. Sounds like they're moving some dirt.
So,
Yeah. That's a good thing. Shane and I did get on a call with Adam and Doug and talked for about an hour trying to figure out some way to help them out as far as TIF. And we did not come up with anything that would be viable that would help them. But yet Ross has reached out and now scheduled a call with us for Tuesday afternoon to state their case if they need help, or they may not be able to do this project. So, yeah, he's saying they still don't have their funding all in place now. So we will see. Doug, you have anything additional to add?
Nope, I think you summed it up just in terms of just, reaching back out to Ross and letting him know that, we're supportive of the project and would consider, an incentive potentially after, 100 to 110 to 130 homes maybe were built. And, as you said, his response was not sure if the project would move forward otherwise. So we'll have a conversation on Tuesday and see how that goes.
Well, I find it hard to believe they're in a contract with Arbor Homes. I know if Arbor Homes pulled out, it's almost $1 million they got to pay the developer. So I would imagine if the developer falls through, they're going to have to pay damages to Arbor Homes. So I can't imagine that they don't have the majority of it financed, if not all of it. There's no way. If so, that's poor business on them. Period.
My biggest issue is the email stated that the RDC needs to help them with unforeseen and unexpected cost. And they've known about the unforeseen and unexpected cost
Before they even purchase the property.
Yeah.
for a year and a half. Josh told them that it was gonna be X amount of dollars for the electric per home. Now, I still will argue with them that they are playing a numbers game because they have taken that price that Josh gave them at $7,500 over the entire group of homes at $199. And now they have inflated that cost to $8,500 for 130 homes, or
It was for 125.
that they're playing with the numbers.
Well,
Yeah.
it was charged, when they break it down to that, because taking the electric from FTIC all the way over to them is in there no matter what. If they did 199 homes, they did 5 homes, whatever. So that cost is what's raised the first 125 watts, is because that's got to be put in there. So that means the next, whatever, 74 homes that come in after that would be cheaper because that cost is already paid for. If that makes sense.
Yeah, but you still
It's still
average it
like-
out. And
Right, averaging it out for 125, it's still about the same. But the problem's gonna be is.
they have to have that money up front.
Right. But shame on them, because again, they knew all that
Exactly.
going into it.
Yep. So I think we'll find out more on Tuesday when we have a conversation with Ross and Phil, and hopefully have some conclusion after that.
Well, I'm glad Phil's gonna be on it, because I think that's who we need involved in it.
Yeah.
So-
Yep.
Is Jared kind of up to speed on all this? Are you guys doing a residential tip on this? Is that what this is?
That's what we're talking about. Jared.
Yes, we will be.
Because you said moving dirt, so I don't know if that's this year.
No, they are planning to have buildable lots for Arbor to build their homes. We're talking November.
Yes,
Okay.
it's coming up.
But I don't know if Phil and them actually understand that even if the RDC starts a tip, it's 2 years before they can even pay any money out whatsoever. By that point, their road, their infrastructure is already in.
They've already had to pay it. I mean,
So that's what,
that's what I'm, where I think they're crying wolf at is, is they already have to have the money for it to put it in to begin with. The only issue could be is maybe their loan's not as long as 5 years as their plan says it is for that. That could be the only thing.
No facts have changed since we talked about this in every other meeting for the last year.
Right.
Just letting everybody else know. Right. Didn't say it.
Maybe Russ is gonna get a bonus if he can get you guys to give him some money.
Yeah, well. Anybody have any concerns they want to bring up before we have a discussion with them?
I'd say don't give them anything, let the equipment sit there for a year, I'd finish that. Somebody else will come in and do it.
Kind of say that, but you need to keep in consideration, there's a $4 million tab right now that we're holding, that everybody else in this town is going to get stuck in the bill.
Yeah, we can see it.
They're not online.
Yeah, they can go back and watch it.
Right.
Okay. Well, moving on, we do need to start the process to establish our residential TIF. So Adam, you want to run us through that?
Yep, so this is for that same area. So what you have talked about in the past is needing to accumulate that money to help pay for any future water extension coming through and any second or future phases to the sewer or those capacities. So it's the same setup for a commercial TIF, only we need to set out a notice and have a 30 days in advance of have one other meeting, basically. So we can talk about how to get that kind of scheduled, but we're gonna have to notify homeowners associations, which I doubt there are any, and the underlying taxing units, school superintendents, township trustees that we're holding this meeting to discuss the residential TIF. After that meeting, it's essentially the same as all of our normal meetings for a commercial TIF. But we could also, in combination with item number 4, if there are any other commercial amendments that we need to do, we should put all this together, do it simultaneously. So we have, so we need to capture the TIF. We get the January 1 base date when we start this. So if we need to capture assessments that will be put in this year and assessed next year, then we need to get it done this year. If nothing's going to be built this year, which it sounds like there'll be at least.
There'll be about 20, 25 lots that will be buildable this year and roads paved.
But it'll be buildable or it'll have been built?
Buildable lots, but they're going to build probably 3 to 4 models. But you have paved streets that'll be in there, all your infrastructure will be in, so I mean, there's improvements there, they're buildable lots. I don't know what that means as far as taxes, but it is improved.
Neutralized based on just value of the land.
Yeah, it could, like if the assessor, if they change like the permits, they could increase the land value. Even if it's just road.
It's going from agricultural to.
Can we capture that?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, so you would, if they're moving dirt, not, you don't always see the land uptick right away, they just move dirt. It's usually when they pass the permit and it's when the assessor consider it's stuff up, but. So if they are gonna move dirt, they're gonna start getting some infrastructure, we would want to get this done this year, so we get that 125 base set up and you get all that captured increment next year.
We can do that.
Okay,
When is our September meeting?
September 11th.
Really? Any thoughts on moving that to? When's your planning commission meet?
They will meet the full.
Of September?
Yes.
What about October?
October 2nd.
I'll sketch out a timetable, but we virtually certain we'll need to move that September meeting till sometime the 20th or after. That makes sense.
Or have a special meeting. If we need to have it for some reason.
I mean, it'll have to be a special meeting since we're moving it, but.
Right. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm good. I can move it. I won't be here for Plan Commission or BZA October 2nd.
What about when they meet in November?
November is the 6th.
And then we would meet the 13th.
When is town council?
That's the first Tuesday, so.
Which that may be moved to Wednesday.
There's no election this year, right?
Right, this is long.
So we'll still hold our, okay.
So October, what,
Okay, October
7th.
7th,
November,
November 4th.
Okay.
September 2nd. For the council.
September 2nd.
Yeah.
October 2nd for planning commission.
Yes.
Right now, I'm going to choose the first time. September.
If we move, if we have a September meeting, if we have a 30-day notice, so we need to kind of decide that in the next
Okay.
day or two, so we got to prepare notice and get it to everybody.
Like us, we have to mail it out to people?
Email's gonna be fine.
Oh, just the taxing. Okay,
Rainy.
yes. I got the list.
That's pretty much it, isn't it? Or do you have to count too? I said Mitchell.
No.
Town.
So when you do the county, is that like just the council or is that the
I said it
commission?
to the auditor.
Okay. I was just curious how.
Do we want to then just move our September meeting to September 25th?
That's a second.
Instead of the 11th?
I will not be around then. I don't know, so.
Are you guys, oh, that's your.
That's
your
cruise.
aren't you?
Yeah, this is-
Somebody's anniversary cruise.
I'm pretty flexible, what about you?
Pretty flexible too.
So is that what you're gonna do? Move it to 25?
Yeah. Let's do that.
The regular meeting.
6:30, right?
Yep.
Call.
Okay, and then Adam, you'll get us a timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we need to notify not just the overlapping taxing units, but also do we need to notify neighbors?
Yeah, I put together an entire list.
Okay,
It's not like zoning, like where you need to go out and actually
okay.
post the signs and all that stuff.
Okay. Do you have anything else?
You said a decision.
No, on just one the next day is.
Okay, next day. Gotcha.
Is there any commercial property that we need to either add in or amend or?
I will look at this, we'll discuss it. There may be a couple, I've got to look and see what we removed and what might be. Well, I know we need to put a little giving tree back
It
in.
needs to be added back in to be to make sure that the store and the post office.
Well, the post office, I know is, that was up on this little chart.
I believe the stories too.
I believe we did too.
I'm pretty sure we did.
I believe it's been 2 years since I.
Yeah. Because we looked at it, but there was no reason to update anything, so.
You're adding back, what are you adding back in, giving truth or what's the need for adding that?
Because new business bought it, it is.
It wasn't religious.
Yeah.
But it's just already, the building's already there.
It might
Yeah,
not,
but he's getting ready to take money into the building. That's what
Although we don't know how much, right? I mean, some
True.
interior improvements, nothing really.
Well, they gotta do, from what I understand, he's gotta do a lot of 15 years worth of updates to the building.
Okay.
Heating and air, everything, because right now, they're all electric. And they're trying to put the gas in, so that's a whole new system that they're putting in there. And plus interior work that they gotta do, and the signage out front, and whatever it took when it's done on the building. That's what I know of, just looking at it.
what's do you know their kid tax rate? How do you not know that? I mean, we could look at it, but like, for like $1 million in assessed value, you would have to put in probably at least $2 million investment, and $1 million assessed value is probably generate $5,000 TIF.
Well, considering we only got $1,200 this year.
But
It's not putting in 2 million.
no,
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 put in maybe 100,000. 150,000.
Yeah.
Guessing.
So, I mean, it may not be worth us.
if it's
I don't
not, I mean, it,
We also gotta make it, be able to say why we need to tip.
Right.
And I'm not sure
Because we
that's
need to
gonna.
grow
apply.
this.
that's the reason, right.
Yeah.
The rezone's not enough, I mean, because it went from the CF to mixed use
Commercial,
downtown.
or community facilities too.
So now it's
Mixed.
more where it can be used for general commercial and things like that, so versus just community services. So there's a lot more business that can go in.
But is it like,
Technically make apartments out.
you'd have to have a reason, oh, no.
No, it's in there, it's mixed use.
Yeah.
Let's add a second story.
But you don't think it'd be worth it, Adam?
We have to be able to make an argument that, but for the allocation area, the improvements wouldn't be being made. So $100,000 worth of repair and maintenance is pretty thin.
Now, do we have, we already have the triangle property in there, right?
Yes, that was added in.
Okay.
Well, a couple years ago.
Yeah.
It got added in, I believe, when we got rezoned.
Yeah, when we did the sewer lines through there.
Yeah, it's tough, like, if that parcel has 100,000 in assessed value, that's all the bay, that would go all into the base. And then if he's gonna do some demo, then the assessed value is down to like 80 grand, and then when he does the improvements, get up to 150, your base is originally 100 grand. So you would have to do improvements like that.
Right.
For it to be captured.
Okay.
And unfortunately, the cost you put into it's not dollar for dollar for
Right.
assessed value.
No.
Okay. Well, we'll look over the list, see if there's anything else that, if it's just the one piece, no, it's probably not worth it. If we have some others that, or some we need to take out.
You got the clear property down here done? I mean, I don't know what that guy's gonna do to it with it. Okay, when he has to take it over.
We'll try and probably. Because you still have, as long as you do it the year that it starts. you better-
Yeah, the whole year to get it done. Okay. Okay. Additional comments, concerns, thoughts? Dinner plans?
No, you guys are moving, I couldn't get my calendar to work.
To the 25th.
Of September.
Yes. All in favor?
Aye.
Adjourn 7:08.
Well, I think it'll be more than 5 weekend next week.
You got me?
Just a little slower to get moving.